With increasing pressure to get more done on the land every day, it is no wonder that farmers are favouring multi-purpose machines to help them achieve more in one pass. With that in mind, farm equipment manufacturers are coming up with more high-tech, versatile machines to answer these needs. One good example is Kubota's new combination seeding machine that tills, seeds and fertilises in one go.
So this machine we have here today is a SC1600CF, which is a 6 metre seeding combination. The machine basically has 6 working zones under a combination seed fertiliser hopper. So the hopper on the top is 4,200 litres. It's split in 60-40%, so we can run 40% seed at the front, 60% fertiliser at the back, or vice versa, or we can do seed and seed. And then that delivers through 2 separate metering devices down to the 6 working zones under the machine.
Late last year, Kubota unveiled the 3 and 4 metre versions of its seeder combo machines, and at the Wimmera Machinery Field Days in March this year, launched this flagship 6 metre unit.
So at the front here we have our front packer. So that's designed that if you are sowing behind a machine that's done some cultivation first, then this compacts the ground down first so that you have a level running surface. Then we come back after them to the second zone, which is our stubble discs or our cultivation discs. So that gives us some cultivation, and that depth can be adjusted all from the cabin. Then behind there we have these clod boards, which obviously once the discs have done some cultivating, the clod boards then come through and give you a more braking effect of the clods. And probably one of the most important features of the machine is the full width rear tyre packer. So as you can see, we run an offset of our tyre packer. So what that means is some of our competitors will run a complete straight row of packer wheels, which means you have the possibility of bulldozing. So by running the offset packer, the machine runs very, very smooth. Then behind that, we have little ridge harrows, which as you can see, there's a gap in the tyres. So potentially in light soils, this will leave a little ridge on the ground. That knocks that ridge off. Then finally, we have our sowing cultivar. We're running 5-inch row spacing, or 125mm row spacing on a double disc opener. In between the discs we have our double shooting, so we have the ability to place fertiliser, say down at a depth, and then we can come through and put our seed, 15, 20, 30mm above our fertiliser, as I explained, so when the roots get going they hit the fertiliser. Then behind that a nice big press wheel, okay? And then the press wheel, what that's doing is giving you the seed to soil contact. And then right on the back we have a tine harrow or covering harrow that we can then throw a little bit of soil over the top if need be.
But perhaps one of this unit's most distinct qualities lies in the hopper.
We run a pressurised hopper, which means that some of our competitors run a non-pressurised hopper, which potentially limits the amount of fertiliser they can apply to the hectare. When running a pressurised hopper with a wider working width machine, we can run higher rates of fertiliser, up to sort of 400 kilograms to the hectare.
An innovative metering device named Allott is also imperative to the SC1600CF's seeding accuracy and efficiency.
So we go into the terminal, we say that we want to sow 25 kilos to the hectare of ryegrass, for example. We're going to work about 12k an hour, maybe 15k an hour, and then it will tell us that we have to use a certain rotor in the metering device. We fit that rotor. Once we've fitted that rotor, we do all the calibration from the metering device. We don't need to get back in the tractor cab. So then as far as delivering the product, we have one hydraulic fan in the machine underneath, and then it comes via our metering devices into 2 separate air flows. Okay, those 2 air paths go into 2 separate distributor heads in the centre. Okay, so we've got seed going through one distributor head, fertiliser going through another distributor head. In the ISOBUS terminal we have inbuilt what they call headland management system. So once we set our depth of all the working tools via the terminal, then there's one button that we activate, which is our headland management. And when the use of one double acting remote, when we get to the headland, sequentially all the sections of the machine lift up in turn of each other. Then when we turn at our headland and we come back, we obviously activate our remote the other way, and sequentially they all go back down into their working position that we've already preset.
Pricing for Kubota seating combination starts from $115,000 plus GST for the 3-meter machine.